Hello, I'm Dr. Mahua. Today we'll be taking the moral hazard and adverse selection. Why this entire things have happened. These things have happened because of the hidden information. So information is playing a significant role in this entire paradoxical play. So the less you are informed, the more the money you pay for your lemon. The more you are informed, the right price you pay for your plum. So this is something which is underneath, which goes very clearly. So the market failure goes on more and more the less you are informed. And the externality will be that strongly working if your information is not there. And so there the hidden information starts playing the role. So now, if the insurance company or the health insurance couldn't bring the information in a correct way there, and the person has kept that information hidden, so again that it's leading to the moral hazard and adverse selection. So in this entire play of this asymmetric information, adverse selection, moral hazard, here we can understand the matter which is playing a very important role is the information. So if we understand with a very simple thing, what is the value of information? It's a very simple example. Expected value with a complete information, for example, just for an example, if we have got a complete knowledge on the information on any activity, then suppose we are expecting a value of 8,500 and expected value with uncertainty. So what is something which we don't know, our information is not correct, so obviously it will be something less, and it will be suppose 6,750. So now the difference between these two, the value which we have with the full information and the value which we do not have with the full information, will be giving us the value of information. It's a simple thing. So we understand, we just to quantify it to make it the thing much more clear. So we understand that this information is something which is, or the value of the information is playing a dominant role in this entire play. And adverse selection refers to a situation when one side of the market can't observe the type or quality of the good on the other side of the market. And for this reason, it is sometimes called a hidden information problem. So, why did the lemon benefit when it was expecting 1200 but lending up to 1800? Because of this hidden information, because of this criteria. So the insurance company also finds it tough to find out, can't go for averaging and can't leave the thing also. So in this case also, again the information failure or the value of the information, it is very difficult to find it out. So that's why equilibrium in a market involving hidden action typically involves some form of rationing. Firms would like to provide more than they do, but they are unwilling to do, since it will be changing the incentive of their customers. Too little trade take place because of externality between the good and the bad time. So now finally we are coming up to a very theoretical talk or discussion that finally what is happening with the hidden information. So because we are not disclosing, or we are not coming up with an open knowledge of both the party, because the seller knows everything clearly, the buyer knows a part of it or doesn't know anything. So there is a section, or there is a hidden information section which is working there. So obviously we do not know how to measure good, how to measure bad. And so there is the problem of this is called the hidden information problem, and for which this adverse selection has come up, for which the moral hazard has come up. So the insurance company is not informed, or they fail to get this information that the people will be so morally hazardous that they will be using flimsy locks for their bicycles, or they will be not taking up care for their car to park in a proper place, in a secure place. So this kind of things which always works out, and the equilibrium output in this case, that's why it's very difficult, it's not possible to get it. So that's why there we get the hidden information problem finally leads us to the problem of dispersing the equilibrium between the marginal revenue and the marginal cost analysis, which we simply get it in other cases, because there's nothing to hide in any kind of market. Either you talk of a perfect competition or you talk of an imperfect competition. Even if it is imperfect, you know what is the total amount of quantity which will be demanded, what will be supplied. So you come into an equilibrium solution. There is nothing which is hidden over here there. But in the case of the uncertainty market, that is with a market with a full of risk and situations which is not predetermined, so in that case we will be having a very tough problems, and in this two case, the sellers might be knowing the full thing, the buyers are not informed, or sometimes the buyers knows the fully things what they want to, and the sellers are not being made clear with their knowledge. Suppose if a person is going for a health insurance and he selling a health insurance, here the seller doesn't know that the person who is buying the insurance, he is suffering already from lots of he has got lots of physical issues, or he has got some wrong habits of drinking or smoking, which he did not disclose, which is not possible for a seller of an insurance company to know beforehand that the person has got this kind of habit or this kind of thing. So that there again the hidden information has played a role in an adverse selection, which is the moral hazard, and when finally it's coming to the asymmetric information. So that's why this is something which is finally we are coming to, and we are giving weight fully to the information section. As we were talking in the game theory also, when we are talking of the payoff and then activity and then the players, and the last element was the information. In the game theory, in the oligopoly also, we have understood that the more the seller is informed about the surroundings of the market, the more it is clear for the market, the firms to understand what is to be sold and what is to be generated. So this is how we finally end up with the conclusion that information is something which is very essential, and the value of information something gives us what will be expected. That's all. Thank you.